Oh, what a mess.
I'm sharing with you information, okay? I'm describing the different virtual reality solutions and what's out there, but you're not really going to appreciate it until you try it for yourself. And there's different solutions and different places to try. So if you want to try the technology out, you can try mobile and Google Daydream VR. Google Daydream VR, they have a search engine. I'm going to have the link in the article that this video is attached to, that you can see where the closest demo location is for you. I recommend calling first, just to make sure that the demo station is live, because you may have it listed as a station and you go and they're not ready for you. So I would recommend calling first just to be sure. Sony PlayStation VR, they have it. They have a number of demo stations readily available at GameStop or EB Games in Canada, both Canada and the US actually. But again, make sure not all of them are having live demos, and they have fixed hours as to when those demos are happening. So I'm going to share a link as to when you can go down to those areas and actually test the Sony PlayStation VR. Oculus Rift, okay. Best Buy, that's a PC solution. Best Buy is showcasing the Oculus Rift with their new touch controllers. The catch is the store locations, at least in Canada, are very limited. I know, for example, in Toronto or just outside Toronto, there's only 2 stores showing the full demonstration. Also, you may need to book an appointment. So again, I'll share a link as to how to do that, but you should be able to test the Oculus Rift at a Best Buy. HTC Vive, which is this solution here, most, if not all, the Microsoft stores in Canada and the USA have demonstrations going around the clock. There's no appointment necessary. You just go in and try it out. Still, I would recommend calling just to be 100% sure that they've got the demo running, but I've called a few Microsoft stores and they've always been good to go every time I've called in to inquire. Now, this is a very important point. You're going to go. You're going to try the technology. You might even right on the spot say, I want to take it home. I'm ready. I like what I see. I'm committed. I want to buy it right now. Well, it's very important to protect yourself when shopping. Okay? In the US, from what I've seen, if you buy something and you don't like it, you can return it. It shouldn't be a problem. In Canada, what I've found is that Best Buy Canada and EB Games, they won't let you return open packages for the Sony PlayStation and the Oculus Rift. So what this means is if you buy an item, let's say you buy the PlayStation or you buy the Rift, you haven't opened the box, you haven't broken the seal, you could bring it back within 30 days, no problem. However, if you open the box, okay, let's say you try it out and you don't like it or it's not for you, they won't let you return it. And it's an official policy with Best Buy and EB Games in Canada. So, for sure, try the technologies out, but make sure you're 100% committed before finalizing the purchase. And but again, in the U.S., from what I've seen, the return policies are very much intact. So, but please ask before finalizing your purchase. Just make sure, ask them, if I have a problem with it, if I'm not happy with it, am I able to return it? Will I get a refund? Make sure, okay? Just protect yourself. Also, with Amazon in Canada and the U.S., from what I've called each one, I've secret shopped, and what I found is that if you want to return the product and it's been opened, you may have to negotiate on a case-by-case basis. So again, be committed before finalizing your purchase. Also, in the case of Oculus, now again, I don't think this will impact a purchase through, let's say, Best Buy or another retailer selling Oculus. Double check. But if you buy the Oculus Rift through their actual store, in their terms and conditions, it's stipulated that they will not return opened items. Okay. So, and if you send an item saying that it's new when in fact it's used, they'll charge you a 15% restocking fee. So just be aware. Again, in all cases, be committed before finalizing your purchase. What do I think is the best shopping option right now? Now, this isn't about the solution. It's about which store. I found was the best store, for shopping for virtual reality devices, it was the Microsoft stores. In the case of the Microsoft stores here in Canada, and again, it should be the same in the US as well, they were demonstrating the HTC Vive around the clock. You didn't need an appointment. I inquired if you bought, in this case, the HTC Vive and returned it within 30 days. They accepted returns even if the product was opened. And I was very impressed. I actually spoke with the store manager, and she explained that the product, not only is the product selling, they've had very few returns. And the ones that do return it, it tends to be because they didn't have the right computer, or they didn't have a fast enough computer waiting for them at home. And they learned, the hard way. But the good news is if you follow our guide, you won't have that problem. But I thought it would be a great way to round it out. I was so impressed with what I saw at the Microsoft store. Here is my interview with Donna Ball, store supervisor at the Yorkdale Microsoft store here in Toronto.
This is Neil Schneider from MTBS. I'm at the Yorkdale Mall. In particular, I'm at the Microsoft store at the Yorkdale Mall. To my immediate right is Donna Ball, who's the store manager for the Microsoft store. Welcome to the program, Donna.
Thank you very much. Glad to have you here.
I'm actually really glad to be here because it is so important with virtual reality that people get the opportunity to try the technology. And, of course, people have been trying it out behind us. How are people reacting to virtual reality?
They love it. And we get massive lineups for people coming in, wanting to see it, wanting to try it, even just to watch. So it is a great experience because it's immersive. You're actually in it, doing it, not just sitting, watching.
So one of the things I was really impressed with the Microsoft store is that, first off, it's all over. It's right across the country, right across the nation for that matter. And my understanding is the Vives are pretty much on display everywhere. Are there any specific requirements for people to be able to try the technology out?
You have to be 13 years or older. If you're between 13 and 18, you need your parents' permission. Other than that, you can wear glasses. That's not an issue. The goggles go over the glasses, and it's really an immersive experience. So you want to be involved, moving around, playing with it, and that's what makes the HTC Vive, I think, one of the better ones on the market for sure.
Wonderful stuff. And it's so important that people get the chance to try this out. Now, I know you mentioned that the customers coming in are getting a really positive reaction to it. What are you showing them?
We've actually got 3 different types of ones that they can do. We have one that starts off with it's a whale that's going through the ocean. So you get that tranquility of being in the ocean on a shipwreck, looking at this whale passing you. I love that one. That just makes me feel so peaceful. And then the next step, you're out in space and you're getting to draw 3D. And you can see the Earth, you can see the moon, and if you look down, there's nothing below you. But again, you feel like you're there, you're really in space. And then the last one is a pirate.
I think it's called
We both got stuck.
Pirate Train.
Pirate training, yeah. And you actually you've stolen a ship, and these aliens are coming after you, and you have to fight your way out of it. So it's, again, I think that's probably the ones a lot the gamers really enjoy, because, again, you're moving around all the time. You have to be shooting from every different direction, and you feel like you're really in it, doing it.
So we're of course going into the holiday season now.
Yes.
Are they selling?
Oh, they're always selling. Yeah, this is definitely going to be your Christmas wish list. It has to be on it. It is important to have a certain computer to run it because you need certain graphic cards, obviously. But yes, we sell them quite well.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, thanks so much for showing this. I'm really happy to see that it's locally available. I mean, anyway, wonderful stuff. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, well, thank you for coming here. We appreciate it.